the most exciting part, because we get to trouble our keynote speakers with questions that they don't know. They don't know what exactly is in store for them. Yes, and I'm a very hard-hitting person when it comes to questions. Being a science major, having sat through so many of Viva Voce, trust me, I hate this part. But no problem. Today I'm on the other side, so I'll be giving trouble. I apologize, and DT Mali, you should have not put me as the MC and panel moderator. Moving on, the first section of the panel discussion is leaving it to the audience. The second part, I will be handling it, because every time I come up as a panel moderator, I never get a chance to ask questions. So I have my own set of questions already. They're very brief and crisp and equally placed for all the presenters to have fun and get troubled by the questions. But first, I open the floor to any of the audience members who want to ask questions to our three presenters. You can raise your hand, you can send the questions in the chat, but I'd prefer if you can come and unmute yourselves. No need to switch on your videos if you do not feel that you have enough makeup. Or a beautiful smile like DTM Khalid. So yes, DTM Ratan.
Master of Ceremonies, would you like to give me the timings for the speakers now or later?
No, we will keep that for personal chat on WhatsApp.
Okay. Very good. So I don't have to go.
No.
Thank you. Thank you.
So if anybody, by the way, I would like to recognize our Area 12 director, Dr. Asha, is in the house today. She's our boss, by the way. So we need to be absolutely nice right now.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yes. So Dr. Asha, do you have a question to ask the panelists today? Our three
Sarah,
panelists.
You are barely out of Bahrain since 2 days. And here you're back troubling us. Not even 2 days. You
Dr.
left
Asha,
the country.
Dr.
And
Asha
there
recording. Dr. Asha recording. Not right now. Maybe off record, you can say all. But if you have any questions to ask the presenters, nobody has a question. I'm surprised.
Wonderful, wonderful presentation. Especially Coach Widad. Widad, you take the cake. I would love you to be our coach forever.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, then if anybody has a question, let's just merge two sections together. Let me ask questions. I don't want to make them feel bad. Either they were too articulate in their presentations that nobody has questions, but I have. My first question is to Toastmaster Widad, our coach. The question is, what are some misconceptions or misunderstandings that people have behind this concept of insist, not resist?
Well, it's a nice question to ask, because sometimes we set goals and then we have our own plan, and we put a certain activity to do with alternatives in case this activity didn't work. And usually we have 3 to 4 alternatives. What's negative about it is that someone insists he wants to make it this way. He tries and fails, he tries and fails, he tries the other alternative and fails, he tries and fails. Let's understand these are not effective. Either you're doing it the wrong way, or the goal you set at the beginning or this part of the plan doesn't match. Either you consult someone professional or you direct yourself to other things. So insist is not always positive. Sometimes it hurts. That's why being aware and observe and understand. It's not just observing. Observe, analyze, understand, reflect. So this helps you not to insist as a stubborn man only, because we say he reached the top because he insisted and he was stubborn enough. Sometimes it hurts. So be honest with yourself that these things I'm insisting on are not working. So khalas, change your plan, change your activities, take easier ones, smoother ones. You have the experience now. You know what works and what doesn't work. That's why here SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, obstacles, and threats is a tool that helps people improve themselves, not to insist and insist. I hope I answered your question.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Widad. I love the part where you mentioned SWOT analysis. Doing it on self is something which is pretty difficult on doing it, because sometimes we do get pretty hard on ourselves. DTM Khalid might relate. But this is the thing about doing a self-evaluation. That's the idea. And I love the part where you say you become aware, not necessarily it will be a positive thing, but once you become aware and you observe, reflect back on it and understand, empathy is very important. I loved it. Moving on. Okay, DTM Ratinder, noted. Moving on to Toastmaster Abdulla, I have a brilliant question for you. Because you talked about words and the power of words. And as Toastmasters, we understand this the best way possible. So how can we strike a balance between being authentic in our expression and using a language that uplifts others? What is your opinion on creating this balance that is needed? Toastmaster Abdulla.
First, using the word balance, it means a negative thing, because it means that you have to balance between both of the things. And so I encourage you to use harmony better, like driving or making a master and an orchestra in your life. To answer your question is make your unique language. Every person have a unique language and have words that focus, change his life. And don't try to copy others, or you can benefit from them. You can benefit from their words, from their dictionary. But what works with you is the best thing that will change your life in terms of words. Hope I answered your question.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abdulla. So beautifully pieced when you talked about let's not term it as balance, but harmony, and creating a unique language. That is the biggest takeaway for me when you said that, because I have seen leaders since I was in my school days, and I've seen the way, and I've seen my brother as a leader as well. Let's not go there. Actually, the way he speaks, he's able to convince people much better than I could have done it at his age. So I love the words that you put through unique language, and the words used, you can change somebody's life. MashaAllah, that's very beautifully pieced. Now coming to
Thank you.
My most favorite person in the world. Do you sense the sarcasm? If not, no problem. People who know me and him sense the sarcasm. My question to DTM Khalid is, we've gone through turbulent times. You have gone through turbulent times as a district director last term, and you were part of a Toastmasters world where conflicts were very common, whether it was club, area, division, district, everybody was trying to you about it. So how would you insist on fostering empathy and understanding through those very difficult times, honestly?
Thank you so much, Madam Panel Moderator. I kind of expected such questions from you, but yeah, they are honestly real. This takes us back to the vision. When you become a leader, you can't be leading without a vision. And when you have that vision in front of you, coming and taking something from what Toastmaster Widad said, yes, at times you have a plan, you set plans, and then the vision is there, but the plans don't really work. So what should happen at that time? What happens is that, yes, you definitely need to change the plan because the plan is not working, but you definitely not forget about the vision. Because as leaders, what we say matters much less than what we do. So if individuals feel that we are really there for the vision itself and not for any personal gain or anything that goes around that vision itself, then people would believe in us. When it comes to resistance, that's normal. No one would come over here and say, well, this is my vision, come with me. Of course, we don't like change. All of us don't like change. But when it comes to stakeholder analysis, and just reflecting back to what I already said in my presentation, each one of us or each one in that group who are supposed to follow the vision itself, they have their own way of looking at it. Some have that disbelief in, some would really believe in that vision and would jump in right away. What you need as a leader to always have that emotional intelligence that I was talking about. Yes, you would not be able to convince everyone to move on the vision. That's given. But at least you would be able to get majority of the people to believe in you, that this is the way to go and this is what you need to have for the common good. And in that common good, it would be District 20. So this is what I did. Yes, I insisted on the vision itself. Yes, I changed many plans because there is not just one way to skin the cat. That's what they say. And you would not be able to convince everyone to move on. You're not there to sell ice cream. When you are a leader, you have sometimes to take tough decisions. And yes, some might not like that. Back to you, Madam Moderator.
Thank you so much, DTM Khalid. Very well said. Someone who is fond of giving ice creams to people, it feels a very ironical hearing from his mouth that you as a leader, it is very difficult to give out ice creams to everybody that you know. But I do agree with him, and I've been part of his team, and I've seen him work. So definitely, I do testify that what he said, he has lived through each and everything, and that's what he's sharing here. So thank you, DTM Khalid, for that. By the way, just dropping it here, anybody has a question, you can stop me right here, raise your hand, I will give you the floor. I have a lot of questions. I'm just going as per the time allotted in the agenda. And people have been giving me foods over here to eat also, because I'm not eating anything. Moving on, Toastmaster Widad, I have another very, very important question, which came in my mind when I heard you as a speaker. We are often very hard on ourselves. Take for my example, when I don't like something that I do, I just go on to reject that and go on to do something else. Maybe there's a lot of delay in what I do. And you know this, we're part of a same team. So you have seen that in action. So how do I help myself develop my self-compassion when I'm practicing this insist, not resist concept, in the long run?
Well, thank you for the nice question, because you're not the only one in the world who has this. Almost 80% of the people have what you have. And I want you to observe that when you want to do something and you are at the resistance stage, notice how many things happen. People call you, you get hungry, a friend asks you to go for a coffee, you feel sleepy, there is a movie on TV I want to watch, you check up your mobile, and lots of things distract you. And this is resistance. This is the way your brain is helping you or resisting you to achieve what you want. So the easiest way is to accept that you are like this now, and then to make slight changes to practice your brain and to practice your subconscious mind to change, not to resist, by simple slight changes on daily life. For example, if you eat at 7 o'clock, eat at 7:15. Your brain is trained that you do this at that time. So you make this slight change. If you sit on a certain couch at home, change the couch. As simple as that. So if you are from the ones who put things to the last minute, okay, let's say about procrastination. So accept you are a procrastinator. You are the one who does the task at the last moment. In condition that you make sure that you do it. By time, you will not accept it anymore. You will have this feeling of you're not at your ease, and you start step by step. As Toastmaster Abdulla said, watch what you say to yourself. So reverse the words from negative words to positive ones. If you feel that you have a task to do, and your brain is telling you, no, don't do it right now. I feel hungry, I feel sleepy, let me talk to my father, let me have a chat. So just say stop and do the opposite. Do what you have to do. Take a few seconds, do something related to the topic you have, and just break this circle. And step by step, these circles would be broken one after the other.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Widad. That was so amazing. The key takeaway for me from what you mentioned was break the vicious circle that you are part of, that you put it into your life, and how you accept what you do not like about yourself and how you're speaking to yourself. Change that outlook, change the mindset, be a little bit more kind to yourself.
Yeah, I would like to show you something. Yes, I would like to show you something. Let me see. Things to do today. So this is something I went to the shop and I told them I want this. It's a copybook. Okay, and things to do today. So I wrote things I wanted to change in myself. The way you're talking, I practiced it on myself. So I have a list. I want to do this at that time, then change the time. I eat it in this way, change my place. And then I made these slight changes to break this resistance in myself, because as I told you, I'm from Palestine, and Acre is a city known for that. They go upstairs and they say, I made a big change, and they start crying. It's a proverb. I'm trying to explain it, how much we resist change in Acre, Akka. So we have this in our genes, so it's not easy to break it. A paper that convinces our brain that you need to change because I control you. I am the leader, not you. I lead my life, not you lead me. So it's a harmony, as Toastmaster Abdulla said. It's a harmony between the brain and the action and the and all these things in our daily life skills. Good luck for you, Toastmaster Sarah.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Widad. Although I would not agree on the part where you told me to chat with my dad. He's there sitting. So I cannot say anything. Nobody gets to report back to my dad about it. Okay. Next question. By the way, we had a question from one of our audience members, Toastmaster Leon, who is a Toastmaster from Kuwait, but staying in India. This is how we're connected all across the world. So his question, although would love for him to unmute his mic and say, Leon, would you like to take the stage? See, I'm being put on spot all the time. How about you for a change?
Okay. Hi. Yeah, thanks, Sarah. Okay, so any of you can take this question. Sometimes we have different parts of our life. Toastmasters is not only our life. We are also a colleague. We are also a mama, father. So we have different parts of our lives. We have different types of goals. So all our goals may not match. For example, similar to what Sarah had asked, our goals, what we want, our personal goal may not match with our club goals, and it may not even match with our district goals. And area director will have a totally different idea as to it because their perspectives are different. So how do I match all these things together? How do I match these goals together so that I achieve what I want?
Who would like to take this question? Toastmaster Abdullah? No, not DTM Khalid. I know you have the answer to this, but no. I have another question for you. Toastmaster because Toastmaster Abdullah has been in Toastmasters for a really long time. How has he dealt with this sort of thing?
The Toastmaster. What I can tell you from my experience is don't think about other people's plans. Think about your plans. Try to achieve your plan. And then if it is aligned or not aligned, at least you benefit what you want. And you, as all of us, we have a lot of things, a lot of responsibilities of work, life, family, and this one. We try to be perfect in every part of our life, actually. But it is not about perfection. It's about being there in the right moment. That's it. That's it. Because people around you who will love you, who love you, will understand. And people that they don't want to, they don't love you, they will go away. So don't try to please everyone. Just do your part and be as much as you can, and may be the maestro of your life. Don't try to balance all the things. Back to you. This is my answer.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abdullah. That's one way of seeing it. How about we have DTM Khalid's way of seeing it? Don't worry, I was keeping you.
Thank you so much, Madam Panel Moderator. And thanks, Toastmaster Leon, for bringing this in. It's really a very important question. And it's the core. Why are we here today in this meeting? Now, when someone hears that I've been the district director last term, and I've been also mentoring few, 3, 4 clubs, and at the same time, I'm a member of 8 clubs. Many would say, how do you manage? And that's basically, yeah, maybe, well, at times I don't honestly manage. The simple answer, I don't honestly manage. I just prioritize. So if I have 8 meetings in a week, which of the meetings that I have to attend that would give me, so focus on the 20% that would give you 80% impact. And of course, being the district director, I've always prioritized the district matters when it comes to development, because this is the responsibility that I put on my shoulder. Coming back to your question, we honestly have a huge gap between what at times members feel on what the district also wants. And this is something that is honestly a work in progress, and something that you might not be aware of. Because of that gap, Toastmasters International came up with something of a requirement in the district to have a communication plan. And this is now linking this to whatever we are having as well in today's workshop. When you look at the district right now, and without going to the technicalities, because I understand we have non-Toastmasters here, you would see the 3 KPIs of Toastmasters, of the district, on how the district become distinguished. When you look at the club, the club would have DCPs, but there is a bit of, if you are not there, part of the district, if you are not an area director, if you are not a division director, at times, even if you are an area director and division director, you don't see what is happening there and what's the impact of a club being distinguished on the overall district being distinguished. Going back to what Toastmaster Abdulla said, it's all on you. We're all here human beings. We have our own priorities. We have our own wish to have from the club. We all join Toastmasters to become better communicators. And this is given. Some of us later on become accidental leaders. And this is what Toastmasters is all about. It's 80% leadership and 20% communication. We just realized that later on. So that's why I always call it, it's a journey of self-discoveries. You discover things in yourself, the more you are in Toastmasters. And the answer to you, simple answer to you would be, if we manage to, it's all about the mindset. If we manage to speak to the club officers the same language as we speak in the district, the same language for the club member to understand, and taking this back to technicalities, synchronization of success plans. We have a district success plan, division success plan, area success plan, club success plan. We don't have member success plan, but that's where members' interest. So we also have a form to be filled by the member, and this is, we encourage all of the vice president of membership to have that filled by all of the members. And in Bahrain Advanced Toastmasters Club, we did that. Thanks to, of course, we have Bahrain Advanced, it's different. And we have, of course, many amazing individuals, amazing leaders that I personally learned from. Talking about one's our ID, Ali, our district admin, Toastmaster Widad, Toastmaster Abdullah, and the list goes on. But if you look at the ExCom itself, it's all mostly ingrained or aligned to members' interest. And that's what we did, a survey to all of the members, making sure that we have the members' interest or the members' goals incorporated into the club goals. Because no matter where you go, if you don't have members, then all of whatever above that would just vanish. Club, area, division, whatever it is. So it's all about the member, and we are all here to hear from you. Regardless, be it a Toastmaster or be it not, we are all one family. And that's what we are trying to align. If not, the Toastmaster route might not give you whatever you have in mind. We are all here as well as ears to listen. So we are here to listen from you, understand, acknowledge that there are gaps, and try to bridge the gaps. And that's why we can improve. I hope I gave justice to the question that you had. If not, we can always connect on a personal level after this meeting. Back to you, Madam Panel Moderator.
Thank you so much, GTM Khalid and Toastmaster Abdullah, for that vivid experiences that both of them shared from their point of view, that they have had their journey in Toastmasters till date. And what I really need to know right now is, how does it affect you at the moment? Do you too work on the same insist not resist concept of life, in not just in your professional environment, but in your personal life as well? Because I'm pretty sure you are a husband or a wife or father. I know father, there's a doting father in the house as one of the panelists. So how do you practice insist not resist concept in your personal life? I'm sorry, Toastmaster Widad and Toastmaster Abdullah, if I have ensured something wrong in your family right now, I apologize. But I need to know, how do you apply this concept in your personal life? So whoever wants to take the stage first, please feel free. Let's start with Toastmaster Widad, because we had Toastmaster Abdullah and GTM Khalid answer the previous question. Toastmaster Widad can take stage.
Yeah. For me, I just, whenever I observe myself, I'm resisting, I just say stop to myself, take a physical step back, and think what's next to do. Sometimes if I lose this trap, okay, I'm easy with myself, this is something else. If I feel that I'm resisting, and I'm resisting more, so I give myself the way to resist and then say, okay, khalas, you are spoiled enough, let's go back to work. That's it.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Widad. What about Toastmaster Abdulla? How do you apply the concept of insist, not resist in your personal life?
In the personal life. Let me tell you just, if I find myself resisting something, I just remind myself why I want to, the vision mostly, why I want it in the first place. Focus on the positive things that it will outcome for it. Before I was resisting too much. Then I discovered that it didn't help me. I was just wasting time, actually. So whenever I feel I want to do something that I've never done before, just think about it 5 minutes, analyze it, and go for it. By the way, it is the first time joining in all this gold, and I was resisting in the first. Then I told myself, why not? Why not? Maybe I can change one person's life. I don't know. So back to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abdulla. You're changing many lives here. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. It's a given. And DTM Khalid, how do you practice insist, not resist concept in your personal life as a husband and as a father? The rest all I know, you'll be doing amazing. That's two things that we always experience on a day-to-day basis.
My short answer to this is role modeling. As I said, people would not honestly just believe in what you say until they see that you are honestly practicing what you preach. And just to give you an example, Toastmaster Abdullah was there to witness it early morning. So I was going for a YLP session organized by Babco, and this is a ritual that we do. And what I had to do was to take one of my kids, Toastmaster, to be, hopefully, Abdurrahman. And honestly speaking, I was not expecting him to participate at all. He's not even registered because he's not yet at that age of 11 to 17. So just brought him in and asked him to sit down. And Toastmaster Abdullah was there. He jumped in to attempt a table topic. He came there, he did not say much, but the act of coming on the stage and trying to speak is something that I did not teach him to. I did not push him to do it. He just saw others and saw role models in front of him, and he just wanted to be as well a role model, just like others. So the answer to be is role modeling. Be the role model that you want your kids or anyone else to follow. Back to you, Madam Panel Moderator.
Thank you so much, DTM Khalid. We all know how much of a role model he is. He's more like a father figure than a brother figure in District 20. I don't know who to complain about this particular aspect. Thank you so much. That was an amazing panel discussion. I loved hearing the entire experience behind our keynote speakers. It shows who they are, how they have reached where they have reached, and really adds a different perspective to how we can embrace change positively and be the change that we want to see in others in today's world scenario. So let's go back with that same message that each of our keynote speakers have left behind and make that change in ourselves.